Hey, it's Ken, Brave Falcon 75. That's where we're headed today, Kennesaw Mountain. We go up there a lot, but today I'm gonna make a video of it. Me and my brother Mike are headed up there. We're gonna hike the whole ridge. It's gonna be fun. Okay, this is where we like to start. Pigeon Hill Trail on Burnt Hickory Road. Problem is, on a busy day, this shit fills up fast and there's nowhere to park. It's better to start on this side though, because that way you have a bathroom break in the middle. Because there's no bathroom on this side, and once you get up there, there's nowhere to go. So, if you're coming to Kennesaw Mountain, you haven't been here before, and you want to do the whole thing, the whole 3 miles and back, start on Burnt Hickory if you can. It's better. We made it up here fast. This is the top of Little Kennesaw, and we got up here in about just under 30 minutes. And it takes a minute to get up here because it's just switchback trails all the way. These are the cannons that they put up here. There's a thing over there, a historical marker or whatever, about how in the Civil War there were no real trails or anything. They just had to drag these bitches up here, which would have sucked. I mean, not these specific particular cannons, obviously. They're just replicas, but it's not like they just left them here and were like, we'll just leave them here so people can take pictures in 150 years. But anyway, I wonder if they still work though. You know, if you shoved like some rocks down there, maybe, and some gunpowder and just threw in a match.
I mean, it's just a big fucking metal thing that blows up.
And clear out some traffic on Barrett Parkway down there in a hurry. Anyway, onward. Ooh. I'm not sure how well the camera's picking this up. There's like a ditch there, runs all along the fucking, well, it runs out to there. And it's just kind of in a weird place, and there's no historical marker, but I almost wonder if this is not a war trench from back then, because it's just a ditch in a weird spot and it just runs all the way along the front of the ridge. If there was, if it is, there's probably a lot of dead people lying in there at one point. Cool. Okay, this is another thing I'm not sure if the camera can pick up, but you can see the skyline of Atlanta out there. It's pretty cool. Where I went last night and spent way too much money. But this is the top. We made it up here in just under an hour. The Appalachians out there. It's pretty sweet. Nice view. Great place to come. Great exercise. Okay, now we're gonna head down to the visitor center, where there's a museum and a place to go potty, which I will need to do by the time I get down there. Okay, we've reached the visitor center. That's the whole 3 miles. We're gonna go back over and make it 6 miles to get back to Burnt Hickory. But there is a visitor center with a museum, and there's actually a road that goes all the way to the top of Kennesaw Mountain, in case you're a pussy or a big fat lazy disgusting slob, or an old person. I'll be fair, an old person too. That's a reason to use the road and not hike up. But anyway, we're gonna go in the visitor center now. Okay, now we're in the little museum in the visitor center, where if you fired that cannon, it would take out that wall and it would be cool. Okay, that was a stupid comment. Old map of Georgia. A lot of those counties were different back in the day.
There's Newton County.
There was no Rockdale County.
There was no Rockdale County?
Look, it blends right into DeKalb. It goes right up there. They must have split it up at some point.
You can see Oak Hill right there, though. The Oak Hill community.
Okay. Huh. The camera can see it.
And there's Ponders.
Some Civil War weapons, guns, a pike. I bet it would have hurt to wind up on the business end of that thing. Probably would not have been real fun. Confederate money. Okay, everybody knows the Confederate flag, right? The controversial one. But there's actually quite a few of them that were used back then, depending on the, apparently the company or whatever that was fighting. That's kind of a local thing, Cherokee County. I just read it, but I already don't remember what it said. Anyway, this is surgeon tools that were used in the field of battle, which usually were done without any anesthesia because they would run out and then they just cut people's legs off. They'd hold them down, give them something to bite on, and cut their limbs off while they screamed. Very, very old Confederate flag. A uniform, some weapons, a drum, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And this is what Atlanta used to look like. There's another view of it. How far it's come. And this is or was an actual battlefield where people fought and died about 150 years ago. Pretty crazy to think about. Right here by the visitor center on Stylesburg Road. This is a pile of it's a pile of throw up. Michael, come look at it. Here I am with no spoon. It looks so juicy.
Gross.
Oh, Mikey has a weak stomach.
It's covered up so it's not as bad.
Maybe I should uncover it so we could look at it and appreciate it. Okay, sorry. This right here in front of us, that's a picture from way back in the day when there was actually, well, right after the battle that took place here. This was a Union trench. You can see that rock right there in the picture. There it is still, and it's still, there's still a trench here. An actual war trench from over 150, well, about 150 years ago. Pretty fucking crazy. All right, well, we're almost back. You can hear the cars down on Burnt Hickory. So our hike is pretty much over, but it was fun, burned some calories. That was the goal, primarily. Secondary goal, make a little YouTube video. And this is another battlefield on this side. This is the battle took place here as well. But we're back at the car. There's a whole nother 5.5 miles of hiking you can do out that way. The end is a place called Kolb Farm. We've never been down there. Whoops. There's a, as I say, there's a dog taking a dump over there. Anyway, and it doesn't seem like it's as hilly over that way though, so I don't think you'd burn as many calories as. Anyway, I accidentally started pulling out the battery during that last little segment, but anyway, I was gonna say, it doesn't seem like you'd burn as much calories over that way, but one day we're gonna do it. One day we're gonna do the whole 8.5 miles from Kolb Farm all the way to the visitor center, but that's another day. And of course, I'm finishing a good solid day of hiking and burning calories with really, really, really unhealthy food, booze, and a video game, which I just purchased at GameStop. I played the first one, hope it's good, probably is, looks pretty sweet. I'm gonna get into it tonight and eat these Insanity Wings, which will burn the shit out of my mouth. Try them someday if you haven't. Zaxby's Insanity Wings, they're really, really, really hot. Peace.